Welcome back. You're watching Newsnight on eNCA. Onto the story now. Thabo Makhetha-Kwinana, who is known for her Basotho-blanket inspired collections, has taken up a residency at the iZiko South African National Gallery. Her tenure there started on the 25th of May and will end on the 24th of September. It forms part of Makhetha's fashion brand, which has been inspired by 150 years of cultural history and heritage. The exhibition has different aspects to it across art, education and technology. Thabo joins me now for more on this. Thabo, welcome to Newsnight. Thank you so much for joining us. I love that I'm seeing so much innovation in the art space over the last couple of months. I had a few guests in here some time ago talking about an NFT gallery that's just opened. So I love that it's expanding, it's developing, there's innovation, and you are just adding to that as well with this augmented reality art piece. It's the first time I'm hearing of that. Tell us about it.
Thank you so much for having me on the show. We are really excited. Yes, it's really something else, to be in an art gallery, to be recognized, to say like you're not just a fashion designer, but you're into art as well.
Yeah.
So the augmented reality installation that we've done at iZiko South African National Gallery, it's really one of the Basotho garments that I've created, and we've just created it in a digital space. So you'd come and step into the museum, you'd have a look at the QR code, and then you can actually view the garment in the space of the gallery as well. So it's quite exciting because I think the main point of this project as well, and why we wanted to launch it during Youth Month, was because, I've got children and they're so interested in their cell phones and in technology. And it's just like, sometimes you want to remove that screen and show them what's going on in the world. But this is part of the reality we're living with. So you watch some of the kids walk into the gallery with their parents and they see the QR code and they immediately get it. Take out their phone, they see the blanket, they see the garments that are designed, and they see that integration of fashion and culture and their world on the cell phone and still standing inside of reality. So really that's kind of the message we want to give with this artwork as well to the youth, to say, also look at our current reality and see how you can change it and introduce yourself and see yourself in the future that's also coming.
Thabo, I love that it's a fusion of fashion, art and technology. Talk to me about how you, a fashion designer and an amazing one at that, who's had longevity in this space and who's done amazing things, has found your way to a space where you're merging all of these elements.
I think I've just always been into tech. I love animation. A lot of my friends still laugh at me because I'm still that person who sits and watch animated movies. It's like my favorite thing. So for me, it was kind of a natural thing to integrate what I do with what I also enjoy and just trying to find that space where it fits. For people who've followed my journey for a while, the portraits that I have where I've got friends like Dave Andrews who are doing sketches of me in animation. So it's always something I wanted to step into, and I've just been so blessed to come across Smile Media. And together we sat together and said, look, how can we bring this vision of yours into reality, into life? So they are the ones who actually are coming in and helping us. It's one thing when you're sketching a garment and a design, but also to see them at work where they're also literally sketching on the computer, the little details and the blanket and the prints into it. It's quite a lot of work. So it's just interesting, like you're saying, to have that fashion and sitting down and working with like Malay Media and trying to put this idea together, and also learning about the restrictions of what is augmented reality versus virtual reality. So it's also quite an interesting learning step for me as well.
Sorry, excuse me. Thabo, talk to us about the residency and when people can come through and experience it. Are there certain costs involved? Where is it? Can everyone and anyone come through and support you and view it? Just give us those details so that we can encourage our viewers in Cape Town, if I'm not mistaken, to come and show you some support.
Yes, so the residency itself is being supported by the Friends of the Gallery. So we opened up on the 25th of May, which was Africa Day, with the fashion show that we did. And this would be our first art installation that we're putting into the gallery during my residency. So between now and the 24th of September, we've got different events, different activities. During Women's Month as well, we're looking at having a panel of speakers as well that we'd like to invite and just speak about sustainability and art and craft and fashion, you know, and where we see the future of that going. So there'll be a lot of things that are happening during the gallery. I would ask people to just follow me on Instagram, especially TMAKCC, TMAKCC. Then you'll see all the updates of what's going on in the gallery. The gallery is open to everyone. There is something there for any age. For all interests. There's sculpture, there's art. Now we've got digital art that's been introduced into the space.
Yeah.
And there's, on public holidays, it's a free entry, but otherwise it's standard entry to go into the gallery.
And then just lastly, talk to us about maybe if someone hasn't seen your design aspect. You make these beautiful Basotho-blanket inspired collections, and your brand is so luxurious. It really epitomizes African luxury, and I love that. Just talk to us about the type of designs that you create and who your target market is. What type of person are you looking to enjoy your pieces?
Yeah, so I think, you know, I take a lot of inspiration from the Basotho blankets. We're talking about 150 years of culture. But, you know, I was born in Lesotho and I lived all across South Africa, and I've been very privileged to be able to travel the world. We recently got some of our stock in the Virgin Islands. So I would say, you know, my customer is really anybody who identifies with culture and with history. And I think more than anything, it's someone who's willing to also stand out in a crowd and just not follow the crowd. So for our brand, for ourselves, more than anything, I think we're looking for our tribe. You know, I'm finding that I'm enjoying the fashion shows I do because I typically ask the models to bring some of their own garments to come and incorporate into the collection. So you can see different types of personalities coming out, and we can still use, you know, the Basotho-inspired garments as well to showcase who they are. Because more than anything, our brand is about, you know, reigniting that identity of self-worth and remembering who you are and where you come from. And, you know, it's really been such an exciting journey for me as well. We just recently collaborated with 608 Experiences and Grid Worldwide. And that's just a space where we've also found our own tribe and our own people as well. And we're so excited for the work that's going to come forward also within this residency as well that I'm doing at the National Gallery.
Amazing. Well, Thabo, I wish you all of the best. You are doing amazing things and expanding the industry, and I love to see it. Congratulations, and I wish you all the best on your journey. That was fashion designer and cultural ambassador Thabo Makhetha-Kwinana, who's doing amazing things in the fashion, technology and arts space. But we are